Hare Krishna. Today we are reading from Sri Vrajamandala Parikrama, Nandagaon. Other pastime places in Nandagaon. Chacha Kunda or Jagadaki Kunda. A short distance to the northwest of Krishna Kunda is the place where Krishna and the Sakhas used to beg the gopis for buttermilk, chacha. The gopis would offer them this buttermilk with love. Sometimes the boys used to fight and quarrel Jagadana among themselves, saying, "Let me have some first, let me have some first." Because this childhood pastime took place here, the name of this pond became Chachakund or Jagadaki Kunda. Surya Kund. This pond lies to the south of Krishna Kunda on the right-hand side of the highway. Here, Surya Narayana, the sun god, became restless after having darshan of Sri Krishna's exquisite threefold bending form and forgot to move for some time. Lalita Kund. To the east of Surya Kund, within the lush green forest, lies a very attractive pond. This is Lalitaji's bathing place. Sometimes Lalita employed some cunning to bring Radhika here to meet with Krishna. This pond is situated east of Nandagaon. Once Krishna warned Srimati Radhika to be cautious of Devarishi Narada. Devarishi is a sage whose nature is very complicated. He said, sometimes he causes disputes between father and son, mother and father, or husband and wife. It is best to always be cautious of him. But Srimati ji did not take particular heed of Krishna's words. And so it happened that one day Lalita picked beli, chameli and other flowers from the forest and began to string a beautiful garland for Krishna. After completing it, she discarded it and began to string a new garland. She repeated this action many times. Narada was hiding behind some trees watching this intriguing scene. He approached Lalita and asked her about her unusual behavior. Lalita said, "Every time I complete the garland, I feel that it is either too short or too long for Krishna. This is why I keep starting again." The mischievous Narada suggested, "Krishna is playing nearby. Why don't you make him sit beside you and string your garland by measuring it against him?" Lalita agreed and called for Krishna. She strung a beautiful garland for him that was just the right size and placed it around his neck. They then waited for Radhaji, who had earlier asked Lalita to make the garland, telling her that she would be there soon. However, Radhaji was delayed by the Sakhis who were busy decorating her. Previously, Sri Krishna had promised Narada to give him darshan of him swinging with Lalita. And now Narada reminded Krishna of his promise and repeatedly requested him to sit with Lalita on a nearby swing. They both sat down and swung back and forth as they waited for Radhika. In the meantime, Devarishi went to Srimati Radhika singing, "All glories to Lalita Krishna. All glories to Lalita Krishna." Srimati Radhika respectfully greeted Devarishi Narada and inquired, "Devarishi, today you are very happily singing the glories of Lalita and Krishna. It seems that you have some astonishing news. What is it?" Narada smiled. "Ah, what a beautiful scene," he said. "Krishna, wearing a beautiful garland of forest flowers, is swinging with Lalita. If you do not believe me, then go there and see for yourself." Srimati ji did not believe him, but still she went there. "How could he possibly be swinging with Lalita in my absence?" she thought, but from afar she could see Krishna and Lalita on the swing. She angrily returned to her kunja and sat down, deeply immersed in a sulky mood or mana. Having waited a long time for Radhaji, Krishna finally went to look for her. He told her about Narada's activities and how it came to pass that he was swinging with Lalita, and this somehow pacified her mana. He took her to the swing and Lalita and Vishakha pushed them back and forth. This sweet pastime took place here. Narada Kunda and the place where Lalita and Krishna swung lie near this pond. Uddhava Kyari or Vishakha Kunja. Uddhava Kyari, which is also known as Kadamba Kyari, is situated a short distance from Lalita Kunda to the southeast. Actually, this is the Kunja of Vishakha, and Vishakha Kunda lies nearby. In this secluded and beautiful place, surrounded by Kadamba trees, Vishakha used to arrange meetings between Radha and Krishna. Sometimes, Krishna also used to perform the Rasa dance here with Radhaji and her friends. There is a platform here reminding us of that pastime. Radha and Krishna also enjoyed many kinds of water sports in the clear and fragrant water of Vishakha Kunda. After Sri Krishna's departure to Mathura, all of Vraja drowned in an ocean of separation from him. What to speak of the Gopas and Gopis? Even the birds and animals gave up eating and drinking, feeling distressed in separation from Krishna. Krishna's beloved Gopis followed Akrura's chariot to this point and then fell to the ground unconscious. They never returned home again. Grievously afflicted by separation from Krishna, Radhaji stayed in this dense forest in seclusion. In the hope of Krishna's return, she counted each passing day, remaining on the verge of death. At that time, Krishna's messenger Uddhava came here to console the gopis, but upon seeing Srimati Radhika's state of separation, he paid his respects to her from afar, unable to say anything. Acutely affected by separation, Srimati Radhika saw Bumblebee and thought it to be Krishna's messenger. In the state of Divyonmada, she started manifesting Chitrajalpa, Prajalpa, and other moods of transcendental madness. Sometimes she chastised the bee and sometimes she complained to it. Sometimes she gave the bee instructions, sometimes respects, and sometimes she inquired from it about the well-being of her beloved. Uddhava was amazed to see and hear all this. He had come as a teacher to give instructions, but instead he became a student. To console the gopis, he relayed some of Krishna's messages to them, but this only intensified their pain of separation. They said, Uddho manna bhayo dhas bis, ek khuto so gayo shyam sanga ko aradhe isha. Uddhava, we do not each have 10 or 20 hearts. We had only one, which has now gone away along with Shyama. With which heart shall we now worship God? They also said, Uddho joga kaha rakhe, yaha rom rom Shyam hai. Uddhava, how can we perform yoga when Shyama already pervades every particle in our bodies? In the end, Uddhava desired to take birth in Vraja in the form of a small shrub, creeper, or blade of grass, so that he could be blessed with the dust of the gopis' feet. He worshipped their foot dust as follows. Asham aho charana renu jusham aham shyam vrindavane kim api gulma lathau sadhinam ya dushyajam swajanam arya patancha hitva bhejur mukunda padavim shrutibir vimigram. Srimad Bhagavatam, 10th Canto, 47th Chapter, 61st Text. If I become a shrub, creeper, or medicinal herb here in Vrindavana, it will be my great fortune. I shall then be able to serve the dust of these gopis' feet and will be blessed by bathing in that foot dust. These gopis are the most fortunate of all. They have given up those things that are extremely difficult to renounce, their relatives, religious principles prescribed in the Vedas, and acceptable social conduct. Having become so completely absorbed in Krishna, they have obtained his supreme prema and become as worshipful as he is. Vande Nanda Vraja Strinam Pada Renum Abhikshnasha Yasham Hari Katod Geetam Punati Bhuvana Trayam. Srimad Bhagavatam 10.47.63. I bow down to the dust of the feet of the gopis residing in Nanda Baba's Vraja. Oh, whatever these gopis have sung about Krishna's pastimes is purifying the whole world and will continue to do so. This pastime place is filled with the rasa of topmost meeting, Mahasambhoga, and at the same time it is filled with the rasa of the highest degree of separation, Mahavipralamba. The life of a sadhaka becomes successful by taking darshan of and touching this place. Purnamasi's cave. To the southeast of Vishaka Kunja or Kadamba Kyari and about 1 mile from Nandagaon is the pond and cottage of Purnamasi. At the time of Krishna's pastimes, she lived at the secluded place away from the village as an old ascetic wearing saffron cloth. Nanda and the other Vrajavasis had great respect for her and took her blessings before undertaking any important activity. Before coming to Vraja, Purnamasi lived in Avantipuri with her husband and her son, Sandipani Muni. Madhumangala and Nandimukhi are Sandipani Muni's son and daughter. Purnamasi came to Nandagaon before Krishna's birth with her grandson Madhumangala and granddaughter Nandamukhi. Every morning she came to Nanda Bhavana to see Krishna and bless him. In Krishna's manifest pastimes, Prakata Leela, she is Narada's disciple. She is the personification of Sri Krishna's collective pastime potency, Shamashti Leela Shakti, which belongs to the Swarupa Shakti, and she nourishes all of the divine couple, Sri Radha Krishna's pastimes. Nandimukhi's place of residence. Near Purnamasi's cave is the place of residence of Nandimukhi, the granddaughter of Purnamasi, who also supports and nourishes Krishna's pastimes in various ways. Domanavana and Runaki Junaki Kunda. Adjacent to Purnamasi's cave is Domanavana, which is also the location of Runaki Junaki Kunda. The word Domana means by two minds. Radha's mind and Krishna's mind met here, and therefore this place is known as Domana. The kunja of the two Sakhis, Runaki and Junaki, lies here. These two Sakhis used to arrange Radha and Krishna's meeting here by using various tricks. With great happiness, they would sit them on a swing and swing them. One devotee has described this pastime in his poem full of prema. Utson I Kumri Kishori, Utson Nand Kishore, Do Mil One Krida Karat Bolat Panchi More. Kumari Kishori came from one direction and Nandi Kishora from the other. They are playing together in the forest accompanied by the calls of the peacocks. Thank you. Hare Krishna.